only 2 days. I'm only working 3.5 days these past 2 weeks, which means I lose pretty much $500 for this project. Then of course I'm up until past midnight editing all this stuff, coming in almost every day, putting my book aside for this. I'm not putting the movie aside. This is timely. Putting my book aside, putting my reading aside, putting pretty much my college application stuff aside until after this is all done. And I'm doing all this to edit and finish it all in this short time period. And what kills me is that this person who gave me so far their contribution to the editing-wise this project has given me 2 rough cuts, or 2 scenes roughly cut, no audio due to technical issue which neither of us could solve. I tried to solve it, she didn't. 2 scenes roughly cut. She synced up some audio in the beginning of the month, and she's being labeled as an assistant editor. This other guy who edited 10 minutes in 2 days, and who is going to sync up audio to an already cut footage I did, and who may help me out next week, the last minute, deserves assistant editor thing, but she does not. She was more of a production assistant, and with the shit I've sacrificed for this thing, with the time I put in, and with this all still relying on my ability to get this project done. Yes, these episodes rely on me to get it done in this time frame. I'm going to request that they give her a production assistant, because she's been the one who slates, the one who goes and gets food or stuff if they need it during shoots, the one who comes in, does Photoshop on things. I mean, I'm post-production. She assisted me a little bit. She's not an editor. She's a production assistant. She may be able to edit. She's an average editor, maybe a little bit below average, but she's not a production assistant. And even more, I think she's just she's 18, and she's like a fucking sophomore, and when she goes to me, she reminds me immediately of my bad experience with women and shit. Anyway, just gives me this she starts giving me bullshit attitude. Fucking Christ. Just shit I far beyond don't deserve. And so she wins no favors from me. So she treats me badly. She's insignificant to the project. She's not gonna get a fucking... Editing is where the glory is. And when he went to her, Frank went to her and asked what she wanted to be labeled as, an actor, assistant, a production assistant, or an assistant, or an editor. Just not even assistant, or an editor. She said, I want editor. She said, are you sure? Because we can label you production assistant or an actor. She said, no, I want to be labeled as an editor. And then he said, well, you know, Brandon's name has to be labeled first because all the work he's put in. She's like, yeah, that's okay with me. So then I turned over a couple minutes later and said, are you alright being labeled as an assistant editor? She said, yeah, okay. Someone who put in work, she wants assistant editor because it looks better than anything else she's done. Because editing is where the glory is. Doing all this in a month, fuck. You know what will be a slap in the face to me? Is if during the screening, someone sees her credit, goes up there and says, oh, so you helped edit it in this month. You did a great job. And she's like, thank you, I did do a great job, didn't I? That'll be a slap in the fucking face to me because I'm the one who had this goddamn thing. Jared helped a lot too. Percentage-wise, I'm doing 95%, maybe 92%. Jared, good 4%. And I still have to go over stuff, polish it, screen it, and just put it all into the fucking thing. She, maybe 1%. Not even. Maybe a little bit less than 1% of the total thing. Label assistant. No, fuck. I'm gonna argue with my... No fucking way I'm letting her get assistant editor. The credit matters to me, okay? The credit matters. Fucking credit is what matters to me. More than money, more than fucking glory. Okay, it is perfect. Credit is what matters to me. And there isn't gonna get some fucking woman, some bitch girl, fucking. She's gonna get a credit? Taking credit away from, undermining what I've done. Jared's put into it. No, I have no issue at all with Jared. He can take assistant editor. Undermine, yeah, fuck it, go ahead. He's a nice guy. He's doing a lot of stuff too, but her? Fuck her. Fuck her. Attitude's a shit attitude. She does nothing. Not me or the director even trust her with any more footage to edit because it took her 2 weeks to get that fucking scene back to me. Fuck her. Pisses me off. Fuck it, insults me. No. Yeah. I'm gonna use whatever pull I have to get her labeled as a production assistant. And that's even more fitting too. She does production assistant things. She only wants assistant editor for the glory of it. She wants to appear better. Like her time wasn't wasted. Well, No fucking way. When we're doing no budget things, and every person's name is for free, and all the work I put into this, got sick for this, I drank coffee and I'm gonna stay up until maybe 2 a.m. tomorrow, so I can get as much of this shit edited while she's at home fucking sleeping, going to school, going to work, having all this stuff she has time for, and I'm doing this. Fuck her. She's not getting any credit. No. And it was just a piece of shit. She set assistant editor right in front of me, with me in the goddamn room. Then after that, gave me the footage I asked for, got up and left. Because I don't want to do anything else. She offered to do more. She wanted to buy Premiere to do more. But no. I can't trust her to do more. I can't trust her to get things to me on time. Frank can't trust her. I mean, she's been a pain in the ass. Her father is supplying the location of the dispensary that we're shooting at for the centers around the series. Other than that, she's just fucking there. That pisses me off if she didn't get labeled or something. So tomorrow when I go in, I'm gonna make a really strong fucking case that they axe her. I mean, they even tell me I'm the one working the hardest, and that might be just flossing. But all people on here, I would agree that I'm the one working the hardest besides them on all this shit. Just how much time I put into this. Working hardest on the project. And I'm not asking for credit at the beginning. I'm not asking to be put beside the director of photography or the writer or the director. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just asking to get this person off of the editing list so she doesn't undermine what I've done. Because if we don't get a deal and I don't get paid anything and I don't get a job from anybody, what matters, what I'm going to walk away with is that I edited this whole thing in a fucking month, almost by myself except for Jared. I don't want her name subtracting from that at all. She is subtracting from the value that I get from this. And while there is 5 days left to get this entire show, 3 episodes finished, I have power. And I'm going to use that power only to get her off of my fucking credit. Whether she likes it or not. And if they disagree with me, they try to argue for her, I'm going to throw a fucking fit. Okay? Call me an asshole if you want. See what you want about me. No. Only other alternative I accept, but this is a slap to Jared now, is if I get a black screen at the end, edited by Brandon Lang, next black screen, assistant editors, blah blah blah. Jared, then her, if that's what it has to be. That's my only alternative to accepting that. But I'm gonna make the argument that she's a production assistant, not an editor. Anyway, yeah. If they so much as try, I mean, these are nice people. I may be speaking kind of badly right now because, tired, sick, kind of coffee, all those excuses. If they try to have it, the credits are just, assistant director, fucking actors, blah blah, and then editors, Brandon Lang, her name, Jared. I will stop my editing until I get that set right. I mean, I'm the one putting the credits in, so I guess I could change it, but I will fuck it. Last resort, I'll just fucking, because they don't know how to do it, and I'm the only one who has access to all these files. Bad position. They're putting a lot of power in me, and so I'm going along very well, making myself readily available to them at all times. It's just I don't want her name. What matters to me is the credit, and they can introduce me as the editor, but when people see that show or whoever the fuck sees it, I want to be pretty damn sure I'm the one who did the majority of the work on getting it all together. And no question, I deserve it. Fucking deserve it. I mean, and the argument I'll bring is the director of this thing, he gave a lot of freedom to the director of photography and the assistant director. Pretty much let them direct the scenes. That's why some of them don't turn out too great. And I will say that them putting her beside my name would be like putting directed by Frank, then assistant director, and then director of photography. That's what I'll explain it as. And I better not get fucking yelled at. I mean, in all likelihood, this will go over pretty smoothly. Just from, I mean, because to argue from her, when this whole thing hinges on me getting it together, to argue against me on just an appropriation of credit, as if I didn't deserve it, as if I'm asking more than I should be, would be fucking crazy. It'd be insane. It'd be fucking insane. Yeah, fuck, that'd be stupid. I mean, it's not some evil plan I'm doing. It's not like she's like the fucking Gandhi I'm stealing credits from. It's not like she gave up her job and her school to come here and do this. It's not like she was even useful. I mean, she was just fucking... She wants assistant credit editor because she's greedy. And she was... No, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that indeed. I'm gonna make that a very important topic of conversation tomorrow. And while I could just let it slide, ask for a separation of her names, I don't want that. No, not at all. It may be kind of douchey, kind of asshole-ish for me to ask for someone's name to get less credit. But someone can't... You know what? She originally suggested, why can't I be labeled as actor, assistant editor, and production assistant? I can be labeled as all three, she said. And what the fuck? She's had the least impact on this thing than anyone here. Anyone involved. She dies beginning of the month before we can shoot everything. Nothing's different. Not really. Nothing's really different. And her biggest contribution was being on screen for 2 seconds. Fucking... So yeah, I'm gonna use my poll to get her erased from the credit list. On editing, at least. And fuck, I'll even back Jared. He's a good guy. He's a fucking director and writer too. I mean, I've seen his content's really good. Like him, and he fucking just getting those 10 minutes of Red and Sam edited to me. It was fantastic. It saved my ass. I haven't been able to edit that. It took her 2 weeks to edit something that was filmed before I even heard of the project. So no, I appreciate Jared. He's helpful. He deserves the credit. I don't think anyone wants to take credit for sound because of just... There's a few times it turns out pretty badly. It's not... Okay, I'm gonna make arguments for that. I wasn't there. But... No problem giving him assistant editor credit. Her? Fuck her. Takes away from Jared's work, too. And fuck making her feel good. You don't give credit out to make people feel good. Or else just stick my name in the beginning. Then I'll be content. Put her assistant editor. I want my name to be separate, by itself on screen, or in the beginning. Those are my that's it. I don't believe I deserve... What argument can you make? What, she put her time in? No, fuck it. Not only, objectively speaking, not only did she not deserve the title, she treats me like shit. Fucking bitch. So yeah, I'm pretty biased in this. I'm pretty biased in this choice. But then again, you're gonna treat someone badly. You're not gonna get what you want. I mean, fuck as hell. Sorry about that. I know I kind of bring down the tone from that, the movie and everything, and me acting kind of shitty and evil-ish kind of takes away from my work and everything, but I want it on camera, in case I can't get what I want. I can at least oust her in the future. Let it be known somewhere. Anyway, she's not going anywhere. Nowhere that's gonna bother me. I'm pretty sure she's only around because as a favor to the person who owns the medical marijuana dispensary we're shooting at. Seems most likely. But sticking her as a production assistant would only be accurate. And it shouldn't be left up to someone to choose their credit. No, it should not be left up to someone to choose their credit. That is absurd. See how angry I am about this? I was angry yesterday too. And I will be angry tomorrow as well. After having stayed up late tonight to get this shit done. Yeah. And whether or not people would see me as the lead editor who did all this work doesn't matter. Unless we're putting percentages of work done by our names, I don't want her there to misrepresent what I've done. Okay? Shit. It's like I write my book, and then she suggests the title to me, and I change part of the title to match what she says 'cause I like it a bit better, and she says, yeah, I want credit for writing your fucking book. No, get the fuck out of here. It'd be like if I showed her my movie, which she said was fucking yesterday. I'm getting the project files off of her computer, and I put it on my key fob where my movie is. You know what she does? While I'm at the computer editing stuff and as it downloads, I come back over. I see my thing. I see the project highlighted, and I try to eject my my key fob, my file drive, and it says QuickTime Player. You can't do it because QuickTime Player is in use. And I figured, yeah, you watched it, didn't you? And she says, yeah, it was funny. She didn't get no sound came out. She only saw it at the beginning. She said, yeah, it was funny. You know what she tried to do? She clicked on the QuickTime thing on the top, tried to force quit it, not open it up and close. I'm coming! She tried to force quit it instead of opening up and closing it to disclose that she snooped through my shit. She's a fucking piece of shit. I don't care if it's in her personality, I don't care if she did it for fun. No. I'm not dealing with this immature bullshit when I put all this work in. Fuck her, she detracts from it. I have a personal vendetta. That's right, I am extremely biased, but I'm justified in my belief in asking for her credit to be swiped off the fucking editor's list. Put her as an editor, put me as a fucking director. In low budget shit like this, the credits are what matters. And you can't just you can't just appease people at the expense of another who's actually doing all the work. I mean, fuck, man. That was a stupid move on their part if they keep that there. That's a very stupid move. Yeah. I'm gonna make it fucking sure. I'm gonna say it nicely at first. And if they put up resistance, last resort, I say, well, if she's an editor, I guess I can just give her my project and have her finish it, right? If you can't even trust her to finish a project that I have, then what the fuck is she doing up there? I gotta go and eat. This is supposed to be finished in an hour, so whatever.